day, students. My name is Joshua Olabi from the Educational Foundation Department of Federal College of Education here in Zaria. I'm here to take Edu 214. The code is CFS and the course title is Child Friendly School. Our subject of discussion today is CFS. Whenever I mention CFS, just have it at the back of your mind that I'm talking about child-friendly school. So our topic of discussion is CFS standard and indicator for teacher education. It's a series, and this is lesson 4 in the series. Before we go into the lesson proper, I need to tell us that COVID-19 is real, and we are expected to take necessary precautions wherever we be. Washing of our hands, very important. Using of sanitizer, very important. Then nose or mouth mask, also very important. COVID is real. Let us play safe. Yeah, standard and indicator for teachers' education. To start with, we have to define the key words in our question today, namely standard and indicators. Standard simply means something used as a measure or a level of quality of a thing. Indicators, on the other hand, is a thing that shows the state or level of a thing. Then, what are the major standards that are expected to be met in a child-friendly school? Before a school is said to be child-friendly, not all schools are child-friendly. We have to get that at the back of our mind. Not all schools are child-friendly. So there are standards that are expected to be met before a school can be said to be child-friendly. Number 1, we talk about learners' development. Here the teacher understands how students learn and how they develop. How students learn and how students develop. Number 2, learners' differences. Here we are talking about learners' capability. We are talking about the gender of the learner. We talk about the background of the learner and the student with special needs. The capability of the student must be taken into consideration. In any given class, we have slow learners, we have fast learners. A teacher must take into consideration the slow learners, and they must be given adequate time and opportunity to learn at their own pace. Then there must not be gender discrimination among the students. Then the background of the students must be taken into consideration. Some students come from a very poor background, from illiterate parents, and you cannot compare such students with students that come from elite homes. So you, as a teacher in a child-friendly school, this must be blended. These two must be blended. Then, students with specific needs. This is very important. They must not be discriminated against. Number 3, we talk about learners' environment. When we talk about the environment of the learner, we are talking about the suitability or otherwise of the environment. For example, Here we talk about the structures in the school and the arrangement of seats in the classroom setting. It must be done in a way that they enhance learning effortlessly. It is then the school can be said to be a child-friendly one. Number 4, content knowledge. This has to do with the mastery of the subject matter by the teacher. These teachers, as a teacher, you're expected to master your subject matter even before coming into the classroom. In so doing, you'll be able to disseminate knowledge appropriately to your student. Then we have application of the content. After the lesson has been given, it is expected that the student should put into practice what they have learned. If this is not done, then learning has not taken place. And we cannot say, such school cannot be said to be child-friendly. Then assessment. The assessment. This is a tool that is used to measure the application of the content of what is being taught. Then, teacher must plan for instruction. In doing this, teacher must understand the curriculum goals and standard that is required of the student. What are the goals of the curriculum? What are you as a teacher expected to disseminate into your student? And what are the standards that is required of the student? That means the curriculum goals must be proportional. That is, must bring out the best in the standard that is required of the students. Because of our time, we go to the indicator for teacher education. I've told you earlier, the indicator is a thing that shows the state of a team or the level of a team. So now what are the indicators for teachers' education? In talking about indicator for teacher education, the following must be put into consideration, namely curriculum design. The curriculum must be designed in a way that it takes care of the 3 domains of knowledge: the psychomotor, the affective, and the cognitive domains. So in designing the curriculum, it must, as a matter of fact, take care of these 3 things that I've just mentioned. Any curriculum design that is devoid of these 3 domains are void, useless. Number 2, curriculum transaction. Here we talk about the flexibility and the adaptability of the curriculum. The curriculum must be flexible in that it takes care of the changes in the society. It must not be static, that it cannot be reviewed. That is the essence of reviewing the curriculum from time to time. Then adaptability. That is, the curriculum must be adaptable to every situation. Yes, to every situation. For example, now, we are in a time of new normal, whereby we're expected to put into consideration some things. Even when we are going out of our houses, we are coming to a place where people are congregating, and so on and so forth. There are certain measures that are expected to be taken. That is when we talk about adaptability of the curriculum. Then we talk about the evaluative system of the curriculum. It must be done in a way that it can be evaluated, especially by the expert. Then, lastly, we have student support. This is another major indicator for teachers' education. That here we talk about students' inclusiveness. It must be designed in a way that it gives room for students to participate actively in classroom environment. It must be democratic in nature, in a way that the students are given the room to express their view and opinions, even in designing the curriculum. We are going to stop here for today, and we shall continue on another time. Make sure you go through your materials. There is materials that is provided by the department. Make sure you go through your materials and do further research on your own. Once more, please take all necessary precautions when you go out or when you're in the midst of people. Thank you and have a good day.